Comics and powered by the Red 5 Network. For more, visit red5.bio.link. Good morning, nerds. It's Thursday, April 10th. Time for your daily dose of Dork, and I'm not going to lie to you. Someone aggravated me today. We're going to talk about that because this stuff's gotten out of control. Out of control. Good morning. Good morning. It's me, Danny. This person you seem to watch every day inexplicably. God bless you for doing so. You have no idea how much I appreciate it. Let's say hello to the chat. Let's say good morning to everyone. And then we'll get started. Before we go any further, do me a huge favor. Smash that like button down below. Give me a nice big fat thumbs up. Subscribe if you are new. And ring the notification bell so you get notified whenever I'm back with even more nerdy goodness and controversial takes, it seems. My goodness. Good morning, Maria. She's the first in the chat. Good morning, my dear. Good morning, deranged lunatic. Good morning, nerdling first class keto. Good morning, Fernando. And good morning, Penny. Good morning, my dear. Good morning, Loki. I have a very boring job. Good morning, nerdling first class backyard TARDIS. Good morning. What's up, my friend? What is up? Okay, guys. So much. I mean, really, there's not a lot going on. There's not a whole lot of news. But we got a couple things to talk about, you know. I felt like it. I felt like hanging out with you guys this morning. It's what I do. Good morning, Sir Charles. Good to see you, my friend. Dude, Charles. They have all dressed chips in the States now. I ate an entire bag in a day. I'm not going to lie. I know, it's been forever. I miss you. Oh my goodness. Can't stop dancing to the jam. It's a good one. What can I say? Fernando, I'm still excited about the Robert Pattinson Dune news from yesterday. Me too. I hope he's later the second. Bonjour, ma chère, and OMG. I know, it's amazing. Okay, first, I'm just going to get this out of the way. First, I want to establish something that you guys probably already know. I know several of you in the chat already know this, but I like Snyder. I like Zack Snyder's films. Even got a special place in my heart for the Sailor Moon movie, Sucker Punch. I don't know why I call it Sailor Moon movie. Probably because it's the way she's dressed. Anyway, I like the Snyder films. I love the Snyder cut of Justice League. Okay. I like his work. I do. But things change as times go by. Actors age. New people become in charge, and there's turnover. Like that stuff happens. Would I like to see what they would have done with part 2? Sure. Absolutely, I would have. But I'm not wearing a hair shirt and whipping myself and in sadness over it. And I do have several friends and subscribers that are hashtag restore the Snyderverse. Some of you in the chat, and I love you. I adore you, and I support you in your endeavors. I do. But there is a group in that area, like a subsect of that group. See, Sucker Punch is getting some love. right here. But there is a group inside the Restore the Snyderverse group. You know, the Snyder Bros. Y'all know who I'm talking about. That just attack people online and have no respect for anyone else's opinion, or just can't Elsa that shit, you know, just can't move on from it. Yeah, see, Kino's my dude. Respectfully, conclude the Snyderverse. Respectfully. I love you. You know I love you. We're friends. We're all friends. But there's this group inside that Restore the Snyder Bros, the Snyder cultists, whatever you want to call them. I don't know what you want to call this subsect, but I've about freaking had it. It's to the point that I'm about to go to my Twitter settings and mute hashtag Restore the Snyderverse. It's gotten out of control. Good morning, Truth. Good morning, Shield. What's up, my friend? Good morning. Good morning. Okay. So something happened today. Okay. And this happens a lot. And it's gotten to the point where I have to say something because I'm so irritated. Someone shared something today saying how basically Clark Kent isn't clumsy or whatever, and people won't just let him be a normal person. Listen, Superman purposely played Clark Kent a little more on the clumsy side. I've never said, and the comics have never said, that he wasn't a serious reporter, because Clark Kent was very serious about his career as a reporter. He loved it. He was passionate about it. But he did play Clark Kent a little more on the, you know, clumsy-ish side to throw off the scent that he was Superman. Okay? Okay. He did that on purpose. And because I said, you know, tell me you know nothing about Superman in one sentence, I'm not kidding. That led to me being called a racist. Like, I was attacked from the moment I got up till now because I said, yeah, he was a bit of a klutz. I'm not saying he was just constantly falling over himself, but he would drop a cup of coffee. You know, he'd maybe trip, drop his pen, whatever. He did that on purpose so people wouldn't suspect him as Superman, because Clark Kent was never around when Superman was around. Okay. That was done on purpose. And I got called a racist white lady because this dude said, see, don't let anything be different. Can't have, you know, different brightness levels on the colors. Can't have different races play a character. Can't have a different take. Listen, Linda. Are you? Who are you to say you know better than the creators of this character? Who are you? You're going to sit there and tell me I hate Superman because I said Clark Kent was played a little bit clumsier to throw off the scent. You're going to sit there and tell me you want to change fundamentally virtually everything about Superman. Why do you hate Superman the way he is? If you don't like that character, make a new fucking character. It's that simple. But don't come and attack me just because I said Clark Kent was purposely supposed to be a bit of a klutz. How does that? What mental gymnastics did you do to connect those dots? I don't understand that. I do not understand that. Yeah, go ahead and change everything about a beloved, well established character because fans love that. Fans super love that. So here's the thing. Yeah. How are you racist? Clark is white. I don't know. I don't know. But to have someone attack me and call me racist, and you're sitting there saying these two Jewish teenagers from the Midwest did it wrong. Like, haven't the Jewish people have had enough taken from them in the history of planet Earth? Can they just keep Superman? Can can, can we allow that? Like, you want a different superhero, make a different superhero. But don't attack me just because I said Clark Kent's a klutz. I did. This is the absolute craziest way to start my day. The craziest way to start my day. Um he's been around almost 100 years now. Okay. He's well established. He has one of the most recognizable symbols on planet Earth. Okay. And you want to change everything about him because your favorite director made him this one way. I'm glad you liked that. I'm glad you have enjoyment out of it. But you don't get to go attack other people and tell them they're wrong because they find something else enjoyable. That makes you an oppressor. Okay? Makes you a dick. All right? So here's the thing. From now on, instead of responding to any of this hateful racist rhetoric, instead of trying to drag me into some racist agenda, I'm just going to start blocking it. And I don't want to exist in a vacuum. I like discourse. I like having a conversation. I like debating. You guys know this. But it's sapping too much of my energy, and I'm telling you, my inbox and my notifications were flooded this morning. I could barely get through it. So I'm just going to start blocking the out of people. I'm not going to tolerate it. If I see anyone attacking anyone with my name tagged in it on any of my social platforms, I'm just going to block you. You're just going to be erased entirely because we are all human beings. We are all adults, and every single one of us have experienced some sort of trauma, some sort of discrimination. And to sit, it just stop. Everyone can relate to everyone else on some level. Find that level and be human to one another because I'm no longer paying any energy to it whatsoever. We are here to share opinions and we're going to respect one another's opinions because they're literally like assholes, okay? They're like everyone has one. Some may be stankier than others, but everyone's got one, okay? And it's your job to care for it, not mine. Not mine. So, there we have it. Yeah, I was just telling Dave, God bless the love of my life. My knight in tattered flannel came to my rescue on one of his very vile troll accounts. So I'm sorry, that's the hottest thing ever. Like, don't talk to my woman that way. I love it. I love it. But I did tell him that I'm at the point where I want to mute hashtag restore the Snyderverse because it's gotten so ugly and insane. Insane. How on earth do you call someone racist for saying Clark Kent is a klutz? I don't. I do not understand that at all. Like, not at all. So basically, I got called racist because I'm white. So isn't that inherently racist? What do you think their brains would do if I told them I was a quarter Mexican? I'm still white. I can't ignore that. I can't ignore that. Everyone's got a butthole, so keep it clean. Exactly. Oh, yeah. I mean, look at me. I'm like translucent. I can't hide that. But I promise you, I don't care who it is against or whatever. I am not. I cannot stomach any kind of ism. I cannot stomach anyone harassing, making fun of, talking down to anyone else for the way they were born. I cannot stomach that whatsoever. I don't like derogatory name calling that is referencing something about someone that they cannot change, because I know what that is like. I do. You may not be able to see why in this frame right here, but I promise you from here down, I've dealt with it a lot. So I don't like seeing it happen to other people, and I will not tolerate it. I will not, because it really shows poor character and poor education to belittle, degrade, or punish someone for something about their physical form that they were born with. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Seriously. It's if its creators of Superman were Jewish, does that mean he is circumcised? I mean, possibly, but how would you have how would you circumcise Superman? Did the Moyle use uh, a kryptonite scalpel? Questions. Supercism. It's called supercism. Backyard artist. When people tell me it's because I'm white, I tell them I'm not. I'm half Canadian because I'm gonna. Is Superman circumcised? I need answers. We are going to have to look that up for reals. For reals. We're going to have to look that up. This is the best conversation. This is funny because this I get called MAGA and a liberal. How hilarious is that? I get that too. It just depends on what fits their narrative at the time. That depends on what they call you. It's so stupid. It's so stupid. These are fictional characters. They're movies. They're cartoon characters. They're not real. Okay? And you are attacking people viciously, strangers online that you can't even see. It just baffling. Baffling. Oh God. Okay, guys. What do we got today? Oh, sounds like a lawnmower right outside my window. Okay. So these damn kids at the Minecraft movies are out of their minds. Oh. Ben's rant from Jay and Silent. Fictional characters. Yes, exactly. But this right here. So Kino sent me this. Thank you for the heads up. This is animal abuse. Okay. Kids literally brought a live chicken. Look at this idiot. Where's it at? There. They brought a chicken. A live chicken to the Minecraft movie and tossed it up in the air. There. How did they get it in the theater, first and foremost? How did they get in the theater? 2, that is animal abuse. That's animal abuse. Listen, I love chicken. I eat chicken all the time. All right. I love it. I make an amazing roasted brine chicken. Just saying. I love eggs. I had a lovely breakfast burrito huevos rancheros for breakfast. I'm just saying, love it. Love poultry. But I show my appreciation to the food I eat by respecting the animals it comes from and not traumatizing and torturing them before I eat them. That chicken does look like a duck. I'm sorry, I just happened to look over and see that. That's so funny. Backyard Tardis, fun fact, my local theater has trouble keeping wild chickens out of the theater. So, the high school I went to, yeah, I'm sure everyone has senior pranks, right? Well, we had senior pranks, and my school was surrounded by farms. Okay. There was like a farm on 3 sides of my school. Like, have you ever walked to school every morning and see a cow pissing on a rock? It's not fun. I did it. But we would release animals into the theater, and I learned a very valuable lesson. And maybe I'm just soft-hearted or whatever, but someone released a chicken in the halls, like chickens in the halls in between classes. You've got like 500 kids run. I mean, that chicken was terrified, and this girl who lived on a farm like picks up this chicken, takes it in the office. Everyone's like, God, what's her problem? She's like upset. And she tells me, she's like, she took my hand and she put it on the chicken. She said, feel. The chicken was like gyrating. It was shaking so bad from terror. And she's like, would you want to feel that way? Like, no, dude. No, I would not. That chicken has no way of understanding what is going on. No way. Good morning, loud noises! Loud noises on Tape Mando. Good morning, Taco Cat. I forgot to tell you a second earlier. 1, 2, 4 chicken. This is more about them wanting to go viral than these kids wanting to see the film. This is absolutely correct. This is just sad. Like, how did you get the chicken in the theater? Exactly. 2, it's gonna shit everywhere because that's what chickens do. Yeah, I don't like my chicken shaken either. It's gonna shit everywhere. Let me tell you something. Chicken poop, high ammonia content, nasty, not fun. So you've got a sanitation, like a health issue there. And like, aside from the chicken, look at all the popcorn and food they are throwing everywhere. This is insane. This is, watch. Here it comes. Wasteful. And the confetti. People have to clean that up. Okay. Yeah, take rubber chickens. Rubber chickens are fine. That's fine. Nothing wrong with that. Sell them at the theater. There you go. That's a genius idea. Send Kino his check. But the staff, they have to clean that theater in between films. And you are making their lives so much harder. You're making their job so much harder. They do not get paid enough to deal with your bullshit. They are not owned, okay? This is ridiculous. See? I'd quit. Like, no, not worth it. Ugh. This is yeah, sticky seats, floors. This is insane. This is out of control. This is disrespectful. It's just immature nonsense. Or 20-year-old kids just acting like total a-holes. Ugh. Disrespect. Disrespect. Those children did not get disciplined growing up. Ah! This is just absolute madness, animal abuse, and just abuse of the staff. And with chicken shit, won't they have? Yes, they will. Because it is a sanitation issue. It's a health risk. It is an absolute health risk. Salmonella. There's salmonella in their poop. There's other diseases. You're making the employees miss cleaning for Snow White. It would be different if everyone stayed and helped clean. They're not going to. They're absolutely not going to. These are entitled brats. I said it. I don't care. I'm getting hate in my comments over it. I don't care. You're entitled brats. Shame on you. And now you're creating a health hazard for everyone else. You're traumatizing an animal. You're creating a health hazard. And you're abusing the staff. The f is wrong with you? Ugh. Have fun at the movies, but don't do it to the detriment of every other living person around you. My gosh. Have some freaking sense. I am hot today. Okay. I'm not in a good mood. Y'all have pushed me to my limit today. Deranged lunatic. If they know better, then they're not kids. They're full grown adults acting like fools. Fools. I don't know why I said that so weird. They're acting like children. They're acting like uneducated, entitled, spoiled brats. Untamed Mando says there is a difference between having fun and causing property damage. And I'm going to add on to that, causing a health hazard for everyone else around you. Yeah, I'd say 20, early 20s and under. Them's kids to me. I'm almost 50. Oh, Loki, this will actually encourage more people to try and bring chickens. It's so great that the movie that saved theaters might also destroy them. Yeah. It's just devastating. Good. Let the hate flow through you. I'm embracing the dark side today. Embracing the dark side today. Someone go tell Ro at Scarab Scuttlebutt Podcast. I've embraced the dark side today. Spring break was a couple weeks ago for us, I think. I'll be selling rubber chickens at the local theater now. Love a good free market. Amen. Preach it. Preach it. Mandalorians don't care about the Force. Join us instead. I could be a mercenary and embrace the dark side. Just saying. But this is nonsense. Make it stop. For the love of God. For the love of your fellow man. Make it stop. Okay. So moving on. Well, hold on. Shieldwall's got something to say. Well, if I had an inkling of going to see this movie in the theater, this will deter me for doing it. And my daughter, my 16-year-old daughter, and her 17-year-old boyfriend went and saw it. So it was boring. I've seen it. It's boring. It's just not a good movie. It's stupid. It's poorly done. And Warner Brothers, hold on. Because I know I saved this somewhere. And dang you, Twitter. I know I say this, but Warner Brothers said something like, oh, this is because they were commenting on how Minecraft is just done so amazing. And they're like, oh, it's good writing and good storytelling and just good filmmaking. That's what did it. I'm sorry, but Minecraft, the movie, is not what I would refer to as great filmmaking, good writing, because it's crap. It's just it's lame. It's so lame and empty and uninspired and lazy. It's not a good movie. It just isn't. Okay. Pardon me. So they have released the runtime for all of the episodes for Andor season 2. And they're all about an hour. The shortest one is 42 minutes long. Ooh, Fortnite got Sabrina Carpenter. First of all, I barely know who Sabrina Carpenter is. Like, barely. I don't understand the draw. But Adventure Time is coming tonight. I might turn on Fortnite. Yeah. Untamed Mando. Can we start letting survival of the fittest happen again? Yeah. I barely know who she is. The only modern music I've listened to in the last several years is Chapel Roan. I do like Chapel Roan's music. But other than that, chances are I'm listening to Boston or The Who or old punk rock. That's me. But anyway, back to runtime for Andor season 2. So the first drop is the, episodes 1 through 3, and you're looking at about an hour and a half, like a feature length movie being dropped on the first week. And then after that, you're getting 2 episodes a week. So you're getting, 2.5 hours. I'm so sorry. I don't math well. So you get like 2.5 hours the first week it drops. And then after that, you're going to get about 2 hours every week of Andor. That's insane. That's crazy. I mean, good for them. I'm super, super grateful that I don't do episode breakdowns because I would be pulling my hair out at this point. But I'm hearing good things. I'm hearing great things. And I think that I think Disney and Star Wars is pretty confident about what they have here. I haven't even started my rewatch yet. I'm gonna do that today, I think. I'm gonna do my rewatch today. Back here, Tarzan. I like Sabrina Carpenter's acting in Girl Meets World. Never seen it. I barely know who Sabrina Carpenter is. Critically acclaimed. Well. Well. But this is a good runtime, I'd say. A very good runtime for each episode. I'm happy with it. The longest being almost exactly an hour long and the shortest being 42. I mean, good for them. Anyone see the latest episode of Daredevil Born Again? I know I talked about it a little yesterday, but I wasn't that impressed. I mean, the scene with Bullseye was good, very comic accurate, but other than that, I wasn't that impressed. It doesn't really feel like we've built up to the ultimate episode. Does that include credits? If so, it's really 30-minute episodes. That's funny. I mean, a good point. DL says, I wouldn't know Sabrina Carpenter if she was walking across the street. I probably wouldn't either. I mean, the only pictures I've ever seen of her, she's basically wearing lingerie. So that might be a dead giveaway. I might see, like, why is that person Why is that person wearing lingerie? Why not wear pants? I don't know. Can't believe the ending. Yeah, I mean, the ending was nice. The ending was good. I mean, it was a good callback. A good callback to him saying, yeah, I would defend my enemy from being killed, but it just, I feel like I'm missing something and I don't know what it is yet. If that makes any sense. Like, I realized while watching, like, oh my God, this is the 8th episode. There's only one more episode. It doesn't feel like I've watched 8 episodes. Do you know what I mean? Am I the only one who feels that way? Probably. Meh. We'll see. Okay, guys, let's talk about what we're here to talk about. The main event, the main topic. And Truth says, the only episode I loved this season, I like the more actiony, but the first 2 were my favorite so far. That scene where Matt just kind of pushes him off the roof and you get that nice wide shot of the street, one frame of him just, that was brilliant filmmaking for me. I absolutely loved it. I did. Here we go. So, popular casting choice for DC's new Batman addresses whether he's had talks with DC Studios and opens up about being a favorite pick. Y'all know I love Brandon SKLENAR. Is it SKLENAR or SKLENAR? Such a unique name. I love him in 1923. The finale for 1923 had me bawling. Y'all can keep your notebook. Okay, you can keep the notebook, ladies and some gents. Keep it. My romantic go-to is now the finale for 1923 in general. My God, what a beautiful love story. Oh my God, tragic and beautiful. And if you question the fan cast of Brandon SKLENAR as Batman, watch 1923, especially season 2. I mean, it just jumps out at you. I'm like, he is totally Batman. He is Batman material. Check the chat real quick. I have no idea who Brandon SKLENAR is. Okay, watch 1923. Watch it. So here we are. Since the Brave and the Bold movie is set to cast a new Batman, a popular casting choice for the role shares an update about his potential DC Universe future. With the DC rebooting numerous heroes and villains for James Gunn and Peter Safran's franchise, The Dark Knight will be one of many Justice League characters reimagined. While Andy Muschietti is set to direct Batman Brave and the Bold, the movie is still in development process, meaning casting has yet to begin, though that hasn't stopped the rampant speculation of who will be the new Bruce Wayne. In an interview with Screen Rant's own Ash Crosnan for his new film Drop, Brandon SKLENAR was asked how he feels about being one of the popular fan casting choices for Batman in the DCU. He elaborated on being asked about it by both fans and press, and SKLENAR stressed that he embraces it, stating the following: I mean, for Batman, let's keep running with that. That's something I've wanted to do since I was a little kid, and I've never even talked about it. It just started happening, and I was like, this is cool. And now maybe, hopefully, it happens one day. I'd love to do it. It's literally a childhood dream to do something like that, specifically that character. If I were ever to do any type of thing in the superhero space, that's what it would be. SKLENAR was also asked if he'd had any calls with DC Studios about taking on the role of Batman in the DCU franchise. In response, SKLENAR said he thinks there is some awareness of the idea of him being a popular pick to play the next live-action Dark Knight, stating the following. Screen Rant. Has anyone called? Brandon SKLENAR. Yeah, I think there's some awareness of me on some level, probably. But yeah, I know there are ways away from doing that. But yeah, obviously the little kid in me and the adult in me is like, this is cool. And I have a bunch of ideas. Anyway, it'd be cool. So I think someone has called him. That's him in 1923. Look at him. So beautiful. Because he's saying that, yeah, they're aware. They're aware of the fan casting. Oh. Countdown to Josh of Nerds saying it's happening. Ha! Ha! He's on board with it. I know that much. Truth says I still think it's going to be Alan Richardson, but I have no problem if it's Brandon. Same. I'm gonna start campaigning for Brandon now. Like after watching him in 1923, I'm like, Lee Pace who? I want Brandon SKLENAR. He's amazing. Dude, he is so awesome. He's so awesome. Dude, there are other ways around that. There are ways around that. Kino says, I'll need to check out 1923. If he's a fan of the books and movies, he could be a great pick. We'll see, but I'm cheering for Alan Richardson. You know what? I'm going to be happy with either one of them. Either one of them. Alan Richardson or Brandon SKLENAR. I think they both have what it takes. And I think Alan Richardson is a nice looking guy. I do. But Brandon SKLENAR, like look at this dude. Where's he at? Here we go. Does that not look like Bruce Wayne to you? He's got that Bruce Wayne smolder. He's got the smolder. He has mastered the ability to, you can just see the pain just behind the eyes. Do you know what I mean? Oh, dude, watch him in 1923. Trust me. Trust me. What? That is the most insane thing I'm sorry, dude, but there's no way. How is Brandon SKLENAR's face too fat and Alan Richardson's isn't? Get out of here with that. Why do I have a feeling Gunn will direct Brave and the Bold? He's on record saying he's writing the script. Am I crazy? No, you're not crazy, because first of all, I would much rather have James Gunn directed than Andy Muschietti. Andy Muschietti did The Flash. Need I say more? Need I say more? Meh. Loki says people just want the Reacher guy because he's huge. Batman doesn't need to be massive. He doesn't need to be pretty tall. We'll say that. He doesn't need to be pretty tall. And he does have to have a decent amount of muscle tone. People want Frank Miller Batman a lot. He looks like Josh Hartnett in that bit. Good morning, Omari. Good morning. Josh Hartnett would be nice too, but I'm team Brandon SKLENAR at this point. He's so good. And that he's nailed the Bruce Wayne look. He's nailed the bat. I'm telling you, watch season 2 of 1923, then come back and talk to me. I'm telling you, this dude, 1923 is his audition tape for Batman. It's his audition tape for Batman. He's so good. The man of few words. The total 1000% badass, but chivalrous and it's going to be Pattinson, obviously. Don't we know? No, I don't think Pattinson's going to play Batman again. Batman 2 isn't happening. It's just not. And now with Dune 3 filming right when the Batman 2, and there's, I believe, some stuff going on behind the scenes in someone's personal life that's also making it rather sus that it's not going to happen. Call it one and done. Bye bye, Matt. Yeah. I don't think it's happening. I've been saying that for a couple of years. There's no script. There's creative differences. There's stuff in someone's personal life. Good morning, Shore. Hope they can get it off the ground before these guys get too old. Right? Right? Exactly. Yeah, I didn't want to say it, but yeah. And you can thank Grace frickin' Randolph for spilling that tea. I mean, she didn't say what was going on, but Matt Reeves is a human being and he deserves to say or not say whatever is going on in his personal life, or even if there is something going on in his personal life. He doesn't need us or Grace friggin' Randolph blabbing about that everywhere. So that's just how I feel about that. I choose to be respectful of people's personal lives. It's their decision, not ours. Plain and simple. But there's stuff going on and there's no script. Gunn and Reeves do not see eye to eye. It's just not happening. Grace Randolph is a major dweeb. Dude, do you know how frustrating it is that yeah, it's frustrating enough as it is being a woman in this, community or genre of YouTube. And then when the only other one out there that's a big name is her, it causes you even more problems. It's really annoying. Monkey Jeebus says Batman will most likely be a big guy. When they teased him in Creature Commandos, he was huge. He was. I'm telling you, watch Brandon SKLENAR in 1923. Mesomorph. He bulked up a bit. I'm telling you, I'm seeing the vision. I see the vision. I see it. I see it. But that's all I really got today. Give me your opinions in the chat. How would you feel about Brandon SKLENAR playing Batman? Leave it in the comments below. And if you have any other last minute question, comments, emotional outbursts, leave those down there as well. Before you leave today, do be a huge, huge solid. Are you going to show the mugshot? The mugshot. You know what? Let me find it. Let me find it. Oh my God. I'm sorry about the yawn. Let me see if I can pull that up. Pardon me. I'll pull it up right now. So Kino got his first official exclusive Nerdling Army mug yesterday. Check it out. Isn't that cool? If you join the Nerdling Army over at patreon.com/comicsand, you get your own exclusive Nerdling Army merch every 3 months for the first year. Sorry about that. Each tier comes with its own official rank and rank insignia, and the merch you get every 3 months correlates to that. So if you're Nerdling First Class, you will get merch with the Nerdling First Class rank insignia on it. If you are Nerdling Supreme, you'll get a hoodie with the Nerdling Supreme rank insignia upon the breast. That's right. So thank you so much, Nerdling First Class, Kino, for hanging around and supporting the channel. And thank you for showing off your merch because it's super cool. And I'm super proud to have you. Thank you, buddy. But if you would like your own Nerdling First Class exclusive merch, go to patreon.com/comics and sign up for one of our 3 tiers, starting as little as $3 a month. You get exclusive merch, the exclusive Nerdling Army chat, outtakes, exclusive content, behind the scenes, and you can request breakdowns. I have spent the last week researching the question. I probably got another week to go because there's a lot to Victor Sage, Victor Zaz, but there's a lot to it. So definitely check out patreon.com/comics and. Maria says, are you familiar with the character Robert may be playing? Yes, I think it's possible. They said there's one thing that says he's going to be a villain, but that's going to be really hard to, like, who's the major villain? There's like, is it a Harkonnen? Is it could be like 5 different people. There's no really clearly defined, this guy's most definitely 100% the entire villain of this book. It doesn't work that way in Dune. It's all very ambiguous. So I think it's Leto the second, and that would be dope. It would be dope. I could see him as a giant worm. Backyard Chart says China may be threatening to ban U.S. movies. Avatar 3 may not make a bill. I don't think they're going to do it because Trump paused the tariffs, and it was in retaliation to that. So I don't know. We'll see. We will see. What do you hope for Dune Prophecy Season 2? I hope there will be something recognizable from the book. I love Dune Prophecy. Do not get it twisted. I do enjoy it. I do. But the only thing that was really recognizable from the book, Sisterhood of Dune, which inspired that series, what were really the names of the characters. It was totally different. I just finished Sisterhood of Dune. I'm now on Mentats of Dune. I'm going to see if maybe they pulled something from that for the series too. But I'd like to see some more actual recognizable stuff from the book. I want to see how Griffin Harkonnen died. I want to see that. I'd like that. City, huh? I don't know that one. City. I don't know. They could have made something up. They really could have. It's not like it hasn't happened before. But I love Dune. You guys know I love Dune. In fact, my new Arrakis Runs on Duncan mug is coming today. I'm so stoked. I love this mug so much. It's orange and it says Duncan, Idaho. Arrakis Runs on Duncan. So excited. I can't wait. But you can get one too at comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com along with like 100 other different designs varying from Dune, Star Wars, Star Trek, Superman, X-Men, Ahsoka, Andor, all of it. I like something and I make something and then I put something on the internet and hope someone else likes it too. If you like Neil from Skeleton Crew, then you're going to love my Saint Neil prayer candle. He's done nothing wrong in his entire life. He's my son. He's precious. So go to comicsandcosmetics.etsy.com to check out the comics and merch store. That is right. Mm-hmm. The actor who might play Batman in the new movie Drop. Oh, Brandon SKLENAR. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Now, when you get to political, I just find it funny that it is a concern seeing people on Twitter worried about. Yeah. You're so worried about Avatar 3's box office numbers, like it affects you. Like you've bought stock in Avatar. That's precious. God bless him. If you would like to help support the channel, the easiest and the freest way to do so is by hitting that like button, maybe sharing the stream, subscribing if you're new, and ringing the notification bell whenever I'm back with even more nerdy whatevers. It'll let you know. Okay. But it lets our almighty algorithm overlords know that you're picking up what I'm throwing down and you want more of it. So that's the easiest and the freest way to do it. Another way is the merch store, as we discussed, or the Patreon, joining the official Nerdling Army. But you can also scan this QR code right here, which will take you to this link down here at buymeacoffee.com/comics and MUA, because I cannot financially do this show without help from you guys. I can't, because it does cost a lot to pay for the streaming software, the editing software, and all this other stuff. It does. It costs money. And I'm not monetized yet. So how I help pay for this stuff is by donations from subscribers like you. Tips, if you will. So if you go to buymeacoffee.com/comics and MUA, you can tip me as little or as much as you like, and you can help me upgrade my computer so it doesn't become a solid paperweight in October, because that's what's going to happen. It super sucks. Yeah. But you can go there. You can use Cash App. And I've got all these links in the description below. That's right. I'm also an affiliate for several different people, like shopapotheosis.com/comics. And you can get a comic book subscription box from these guys. I'm not kidding. Just use code COMICSAND at checkout for 10% off your purchase. And if you have a pup, do you have dogs at home? I have a dog. I mean, we tell him he's an Ewok baby, so don't tell him. He's actually a Shih Tzu. But I have a collaboration, okay? They're not, if they were a sponsor, they would just give me money, right? But they're not. They're an affiliate. So how it works is I have a special link for leashboss.com. You use my link and it automatically gives you 15% off your entire purchase. And then they give me a little kickback for spreading the word, and it helps support the channel. Like win-win. You save money, I get money. See how that works? And you get to shop for your dog from the only other company on planet Earth who loves and cares about your dog as much as you do. So check out Leash Boss. Link is in the description below. Pardon me. I did not mean to do that. But I'm also a member of the Red 5 Network. This podcast is powered by Red 5. We are a collection of exclusively nerdy podcasters and content creators. So if you like this podcast, this channel, then chances are you're going to love the rest of what Red 5 has to offer. So check out red5.bio.link today for more of your Red 5 family of podcasts. But that's it. That's all I got for you guys today. Listen, be kind to one another, okay? Go out and enjoy some sunshine, maybe. Yeah? What do the kids say? Touch grass? Just get some vitamin D from the sun today. It's really good for you. I definitely need some. I'm getting really pasty. But until then, guys, you guys are the best. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow morning at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Whoa! Did you hear that?
Disney and Kathleen Kennedy are gonna get you!